Noon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Coffee and Comics. This gentleman is back.
Hello.
I'm your host, Jay Wheeler. This is
Frederick Allison
this,
Jr.
yes, co-host. We're at Empire Comic Books Vault on Fulton, and we're also watching the Return of the King from the
Not the
70s.
Peter Jackson one.
No, the cartoon from the 70s.
Where the guy sings what's happening
Right.
in between.
Right.
Alright.
Yes. So we're at the comic book store. We thank Ben for letting us record here.
Thanks, Ben.
He's doing savers. So all of you that have savers, for tomorrow, he's taking care of that right now because he's such a great store owner and great comic book guy. So if you don't know about that, come down here because this is a great store. Oh,
Ooh, nice.
And guess what? Guess what, guys? This just in.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Ben is excited. I just saw them and I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. Because I just had a conversation with people at work about what this is.
I'm a little moist.
Yeah.
In the palms.
Yes. It's totally exciting. So, if you're a fan of the Space Cowboy Nathan Fillion and his cohorts, this right here, these lovely issues of what is this? Issue 1, a Serenity, the comic book done by Dark Horse, and then this is issue 2, will be here at Empire Comic Books Vault tomorrow. So if you are like me, you've seen Firefly, right?
Oh yeah.
And Frederick and Ben you will come here tomorrow, and you will pick up these because look at this. I mean, look at this beautiful
Shepherd
art.
book back there? Or is he
Yeah.
dead?
No.
He's not on the cover.
He's not on the cover. They're
Probably
just.
dead.
I think they're picking
Maybe
up.
this is post Serenity?
Yeah, this is picking up after.
Nice.
So, look at it. It's just. It's so beautiful. And then look at that.
Nice. When is it gonna happen?
Right, and then look.
Is it finally gonna happen?
Then, like at the right here on this computer screen, it says "Wanted." It even looks like Nathan Fillion.
Wait, how many Whedons are there? I see Zach Whedon there.
That could be his brother.
There's Jed.
Right.
And Joss.
But look, they look like the actual people from the show. That's ridiculous.
Badass.
That is pretty badass.
Also,
okay.
pick up a copy of Hybrid Earth issue number 1,
which is also badass.
Also available here at Empire Comics and at scatteredcomics.com.
Which brings us to today's. We have a sponsor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
First ever sponsor of Coffee and Comics. This episode is sponsored by Scattered Comic Books. Yeah.
Scatteredcomics.com.
Yeah. Go to go to scatteredcomics.com.
Yes.
For all your scattered comic book needs. Also, if you ever wondered to meet these people or who these people are, they're at SAC Anime.
SACCon.
They're at SACCon. You can come here.
February 16th.
We'll
be in Fresno. At the Fresno Collectors Expo, which is really cool. It's not just comics. There's like baseball card guys.
Right.
We actually had a table right next to it. Some adult film stars.
Hey.
So
for your adults out there,
you can be a nerd and something else.
You can be a nerd of porn.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're a nerd of porn, but I think all guys are a nerd of porn.
It's pretty nerdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. And there will be Noel Serrato, Kristen Reese, who also is going to be presenting 2 Fresno Collectors Expo exclusive variant covers of Blint and her story, A Curious Journey, and also Melissa McCommon, who does Caffeine Poison and her own story, Epic Chaos.
There you go.
So they will be there.
Which I kind of messed up the first time I was doing this. It was horrible. Anyways. So, what is the art updates on the past?
Art updates. Okay, so the last thing I was kind of working on.
We were doing the Ant-Man one, and that didn't really.
I started an Ant-Man, and I actually took it a little bit further. So hopefully that'll be up on my Facebook page.
Which is amazing.
Which is the top one.
Last time.
Passing.vagabond.
Right, last time we showed that.
Yes.
It'll also be up on the Tumblr page at Coffee and Comics. tumblr.com/coffee&comics. So check that
Yes.
out. And so what are we drawing today?
Okay, so today, in the spirit of this last episode of Arrow, which
Right.
is really kick-ass,
Right.
I've decided to finish up or continue on a sketch that I've already started of Slade Wilson,
There we go.
a.k.a.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Not to be confused with Deadpool.
Yes, who is Wade Wilson.
Mhm.
So, yes, I'm kind of cheating in the sense that I'm not starting
Right.
online, but you'll see the progress at the end.
Right. Okay. So, what we got going for today is we're gonna be talking. We gotta talk about Arrow
Yes.
because that was ridiculous.
It's the shit.
Was shit. What else we got here? Oh, we already did the scatter comic stuff.
Yes.
So cross that off. There's a Ben Affleck did a article in Playboy talking about Batman, Superman.
Bad flag.
Yep. And also the Community. We say goodbye to Abed, right?
Troy,
Troy.
a.k.a. Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover.
All right. We say goodbye to him.
Yeah.
And also, I will tell you about the misadventure of how I wanted to drive to Portland to buy a White Ranger, Green Ranger morpher at a
There's
Toys
a whole
R Us.
story behind this.
At a Toys R Us because I didn't want to pay no sales tax.
Wow.
All right. So let's get into Arrow.
Right.
If you don't,
Spoilers.
yes, careful.
Somebody got upset with me
Yeah,
about spoilers.
I know.
So,
I know. And would that be Marcus?
It would be Marcus.
Yes. So if you're watching this, Marcus, and you don't want to hear anything, we're going to spoil some things.
Yeah.
So this is just a pre-warning to anyone that hasn't seen Arrow yet.
Yes.
Spoilers. All right. So now, first of all, let's talk about the ending.
The ending. We have to jump to the ending.
Because the ending is the best part of this.
Yeah.
Arrow is going to be training Roy.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I love the ending of. I love the preview to the beginning, like the preview of like the next episode, where Arrow's like, "Do you have a hoodie?" And he's like, "Did you even have to ask?"
Yeah.
And so he's wearing his red hoodie. Oh my god, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Now let's not say that if there's gonna be a Red Arrow suit in the works later on, or if he's even gonna learn how to shoot bow and arrow.
I did see a picture online of Roy slapping the bucket of water, reminiscent to Oliver's first training.
So maybe he will. That would be amazing. But also, let's talk about how Deathstroke
looks like Deathstroke.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this new episode,
Holy shit.
That dude moved so fast.
Lightning fast.
Yes. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Also, Laura has a drug addiction.
Yeah.
And she gets real on who they think was who's like the side bad guy.
The side bad guy is Sebastian Blood.
Right. Who she thought was Sebastian Blood, so she just literally like emptied the clip.
Yeah.
She emptied a clip into this guy.
Yeah.
Which turned out to not be Sebastian Blood.
Officer Daly or something like that.
Turned out to be the officer that was in the
He was part of their
inner circle.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, when Slade came in, it kind of took Blood down about 4 or 5 pegs. Like, okay, this guy is not the threat here.
No.
So yeah,
Deathstroke is the threat.
There's I guess that episode kind of brought to fruition 2 plot lines that I've been excited about since season 1, which was Roy training under Oliver and Slade coming back, not just coming back in the current what's happening, but coming back as Deathstroke.
Yes.
With the patch and the gray hair and the full Deathstroke outfit, which was very Arkham Origins.
Which is amazing.
Oh my god.
Because I'm glad they did that and not some like 2-tone gringy orange and blue.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like that costume. But I like how they went the startup of Deathstroke instead of like full-fledged already Deathstroke kind of person. So,
and it was not that I wasn't a fan of their version of Deathstroke in season 1. That was cool.
Right.
But I mean, if you have to amplify and take it to another level, they definitely did that.
Well, of course, because it made sense that how Deathstroke now has that power.
Yeah.
And is also still a master assassin before he had those powers.
Yeah, he was already badass.
Right.
And then after the Mariku, it was like, wow, okay, this guy cannot be a good guy anymore.
Right.
Because no good guy can be that badass. Like, it's not fair.
Roy has his stuff in
Roy
him.
will, but Roy has the limitations of his youth.
Right.
Whereas Deathstroke was already a seasoned assassin who was given this power and barely able to control it then. So, did you want to comment on the Laurel thing that we were talking about?
Okay, look. We thought that since Laurel looked like she was
significantly slimmer.
Right.
In season 2.
Right, and we both didn't kind of like that. But then when this episode happened, and we realized that she had a drug addiction.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, got it.
That was almost a Christian Bale machinist
Matthew McConaughey, kind of thing where they
dedicated actor.
Yeah, where they like, okay, she's gonna have a drug addiction, so let me lose some more weight to look like I'm going through a drug addiction.
Make it that much more believable.
Right.
I guess that was and I definitely respect her portrayal a lot more. Because I thought it was just, I saw myself in season 1 and I think I should lose some weight. No, it made a lot of sense. So.
Yeah, it made total sense.
I'm curious if she's ever going to step into the Black Canary.
I don't think
You think they're going to kill off Sarah and let her be Black Canary at any point?
No.
No?
No. I think Sarah is a perfect Black Canary.
Okay. Cool.
And they were both on the island, so they both learned how to... I think they fell in love more with each other.
Yeah, making the current triangle that much more complicated.
Which is going to be amazing. All right, so now...
And wait a minute. They also kind of referenced in this last episode that Sarah saw him first.
Right.
Sarah was going to make her move.
Right.
And then Laurel backstabbed Sarah and made her move. So it's kind of like, holy shit, like... Puts a new spin on the current situation.
Very good. But it's a very good spin at the same time.
Yeah. Because it's almost like, wait a minute, Sarah's not all that bad. She just kind of stepped back into it, I guess.
Yeah. But here's a quandary I have. I already have an Arrow costume, right?
Yes.
And Stephen ML is going to be at Emerald City Comic Con at the end of March for a Saturday only.
Wow.
Now, here's my quandary. I've seen the statue that DC Direct has, where they show him like green leather pants, but then like big black patches sewn onto it. But we don't really see that ever in the show, where there's like big black leather patches sewn onto the pants.
You think it's an update?
I don't know.
That they're going to pull off later?
I don't know, because I don't want to be, I don't know.
You could be ahead of the game, though. You could take that approach, and then everybody else will still be on the plain leather pants.
That is true.
You'll be that guy who's like, wait a minute, that guy has the patches.
Yeah. I also got to make a mask, and I want to make a voice modulator. Nice. Because it's going to be amazing.
If you can make one of those, I think we can take our vigilante business to the streets.
Well, now we can't, because this is recorded.
But nobody knows that we're serious about it.
Well, of course. Not at all.
No.
All right. So now, going from an amazing CW TV show to somehow not getting forward or going forward with the supposed Batman-Superman movie, which has been pushed back to 16.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of rumors. Of maybe a lot of people, a lot of hateful people, have been saying that Ben Affleck doesn't want to be Batman anymore, which is totally false. Here's why I say it's totally false, because I have an article pulled up right here that Playboy did with Ben Affleck. And so he's talking about Batman playing Batman. So therefore, that rumor is not true, and it is only just a rumor. So, for those people that are willing to
They
see,
really don't want it to happen. Huh?
yeah, that takes a lot of time and effort to do that. But the people that are willing to, see the movie and see how he is going to be Batman, he's still going to be Batman. There was one of the reporters asked. First of all, it says right here that Ben Affleck he didn't want to really play Batman first, but then Playboy asked him what convinced him, and he said that he said that Zack Snyder said that, let's see here, he said that he was perfect for the approach that they were going to do with Batman in this movie. So and then also, he was saying how it is let's see here, he said
They
that it was
weren't going to try to compete with Christian Bale,
right,
or Christopher Nolan,
right, because they asked him how's your Batman going to be different from Christian Bale's Batman, and he said that it was going to be a unique approach to the Batman, but yet still stay to the continuity of how Batman is now, but also this Batman's going to be an older and wiser Batman,
yeah,
which is going to help
in comparison to Christian Bale's just getting started and then
Batman.
retiring before
Right.
you even have a legacy.
Right. Kind of like a
version
Justin
of
Bieber
Batman.
kind of thing where, he retires halfway. And then.
Did you like the Justin Bieber as Robin rumors?
Yeah, that
was fun.
That would have been stupid. No, but I think. And then there's going to be supposedly like 2 suits in this. I don't know if that's really true because I haven't found any information that states that it's going to be true. But, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Frederick was saying that would be amazing if there was like a huge fight sequence between Batman and Superman.
One that parallels The Dark Knight Returns Part 2.
Right.
And it doesn't necessarily, I would hope it doesn't have the same conclusion, but it's still, I'd like to see something on that level with the same effects team who did the first Superman or anything else that's of significance nowadays.
Okay.
I'd like to see a live action fight between
I would
Batman
like
and
to
Superman.
too, but at the same time, I would wonder how that would coincide with them getting to be in the Justice League together. But at the same time, who said that you don't really get to know a person until you fight them? Who said that?
I don't know who said that, but that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it sounds very familiar. And
I was a big Street Fighter nerd, so it sounds to me like something familiar.
People are probably going to scream at this,
Yeah.
saying, who it is. Anyways, so to all you people that are kind of like, well, this is gonna, they're not really ready for this movie, and it's a big disappointment and all this stuff.
It's 2 years away.
Yeah, let's hope that the 2-year thing is gonna make it a little better.
Yeah, like X-Men Origins Wolverine, the video game.
Right.
Pushing that movie back a year made that game awesome.
Yes,
but
very awesome. But all right, now over to the TV network side of stuff. In the new season of Community. By the way, again, if anyone hasn't seen this episode of Community, spoilers.
Spoiler.
So stop watching if you don't want to hear anything about this. In Community, they say goodbye to another amazing character that has been a pretty awesome character otherwise in the show.
I will say Abed has always been my favorite character.
Right, with his Batman.
Troy has always been the one that makes me laugh out loud. So it sucks to see. Did you see that outside?
Yeah, I saw that.
It sucks to see him leave, and hopefully they kind of suggested that he may come back.
Right.
Which I really hope so, because he left on good terms. They didn't kill him like they did with Pierce.
Right.
But it's, we'll see.
But they did a good thing with Pierce, though. The storyline of, the Zodiac with Pierce.
And it was cool that Chevy Chase actually came back for that first episode.
Right.
To, play himself as a hologram. That was
right. That was pretty awesome. But it was kind of a sad time too, though.
Yeah.
Because you don't have Abed without Troy.
How are they going to do that?
Right.
I always thought it was cool when Troy started to get his own, like with the air conditioning
Right.
repair school, and that whole side story was really cool. And then season 4, he went back to being a sidekick.
Right.
And then it seemed like season 5 would have been the season to really give him more story, and then he's gone. So sucks. We'll miss that character, but
yes,
hopefully he'll return.
My favorite part of them two talking was when Abed was Batman. He dressed up as Batman.
Wait, is this the episode where? This isn't the one where Troy was Eddie Murphy in the red leather suit.
Yes, it exactly was. And I love how Abed stayed true to the Batman voice.
Yeah.
And they are asking questions back and forth. It was quite hilarious.
Yeah.
I like that episode. That episode was pretty amazing. All right, now to what are we talking about?
This one.
Oh yes. Okay. So, oh yes. I am a huge Power Ranger fan. I was a huge Power Ranger fan when I first saw it in '93.
When he was a young warthog.
Yes, when I was about 5. That's when I knew. That was a pivotal moment when I knew I was a nerd, and I knew I was going to grow up to be a nerd.
You were okay with that?
Yeah, I was fine with that because there was robotic dinosaurs transforming into a huge Voltron-like Megazord.
Voltron-like.
And so I thought...
In dinosaurs?
Yes, in dinosaurs. Not lions. And they were different dinosaurs, which was amazing. So it already took 3 things that I loved. Dinosaurs, superheroes, Dick Tracy watches.
Nice.
And put them all together. So I didn't think that it possibly could get any better. Until the man, my hero, one of my heroes, Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, turned up. Now, when I saw the Green Ranger, I thought, this is going to be an awesome bad guy. And
he did start as a bad guy.
Yes, he did start as a bad guy. Was an awesome bad guy. When the Dragon Zord came, amazing. Dragon Flute, I was like, I'm so going to buy that toy. Because, it blew my 5-year-old mind.
See, I think Ninja Turtles was that for me.
Oh my God.
I was growing up in
Ninja Turtles were awesome too.
The height of the Ninja Turtle craze was when I was a kid getting whatever I wanted.
Ninja Turtles holds a special place in my heart because my cousin, when my family, we lived in the same house as my grandparents. Mm-hmm. Like we lived in one room. So my mom and dad in one bed, and me and my sister in another bed. Wow. But for Christmas, my cousin got me that Raphael play set suit.
Yeah, is that the one that had the band?
Yeah, it had the band mask and the
top half of the nose.
Yeah,
nice.
And then the nunchucks and all the elbow pads and stuff like that. Best Christmas ever. So yes, Ninja Turtles always have a special place in my heart for just because of that. But when the Power Rangers came and the Green Ranger was there, just like it exploded my mind. I was obsessed, totally obsessed. Then after a while, I kept watching it, but with middle school and high school, it kind of gets lost in
closet fan of it,
lost in translation kind of stuff, But I've recently, I've always had Power Rangers toys. I've always been a huge fan of them, but just secretly. But now that apparently being a nerd is very cool nowadays.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I've opened myself back up to being obsessed with the Power Rangers. And I knew that it was the 20th anniversary, and I already got the 20th anniversary regular diecast model Morpher. Already got that. Amazing. I wore that as a belt buckle for about 3 weeks.
Nice.
But it's a little too big sometimes, so when you sit down, it
stabs into your stomach.
Yes, that's uncomfortable. Anyways, I just needed to bring you up to speed of why this misadventure would have happened. So I found out that the Green Ranger White Ranger morpher was going to be at Comic Con. It was 24 karat gold one. Couldn't get it because everyone is the same way as I am, and they raced to get it. It was sold out. Now I waited until February now to have it come out. It's out. It's $59. They're also making a 20th anniversary Dragon Zord that's in diecast, and they're making the Dragon Dagger that's in diecast, which I'm not really a fan of it because I mean it has two modes. It has like the fighting mode sounds, and then it has the actual sound mode. But the original song is kind of like it sounds more pop like now.
They
It doesn't.
updated it.
Yeah, they updated the song, and I don't really like it because I have the original Dragon Dagger that my mom got for me when I was feeling really sick one time, and so I love that song. But I mean, I'm probably still gonna get it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna get it.
It's been too long of a journey
Right,
to not
right.
go at this point.
But that's just that's my only pet peeve right there, is that the song is a little changed. But again, I keep digressing here. So I don't have a lot of money, but that's not stopping me, right? And this is what also I hate about learning how to be an adult. Okay, growing up, because if I was still 25, I would have so fucking bought this already and just be like, well, I'm gonna get paid.
Whatever.
I know, I'm gonna get paid again. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Because technically, you have until the 3rd before the rent is due.
Right, but I live with my sister, and my sister is. I am very grateful. I am very grateful that my sister is very lenient on the rent.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that. I love living with my sister. So
Nice.
But as I find myself getting older, okay, let me tell you. Hang on, I keep digressing. So I get to thinking. I work for an airline, and I get good rates on car rentals. Okay, which help when I go to Comic Con and other cons around the country. Totally helps. I thought that I've driven to Portland before, and it's only an 8-hour drive. And with like the fuel efficiency nowadays, I can get halfway into Portland before I'd have to fill up a tank.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
So, I was thinking, in my head, sounded amazing. First of all, let me defend myself and say that it sounded amazing when I first said it.
Driving to Portland.
To save money. Power Ranger Morpher at a Toys R Us. Just so I don't pay sales tax. Okay?
Makes sense.
Sounded amazing in my head. I bet everyone else that's watching this right now is probably going, "You're a fucking idiot. Why would
I'm sure somebody would agree.
You're spending so much more money renting a car, driving up there, looking for a Toys R Us, and then not even thinking that maybe none of these Toys R Us will have it. So therefore, you're already spending way more money driving around a city where you don't live.
In the hopes that they have it.
Yeah.
What pointed you towards Portland initially, if you don't mind?
No sales tax.
No sales tax.
I was trying to think I could totally save money and not pay $65 and only have to pay $59. Okay, that is my logic.
Okay.
It is not sound logic. It's not smart logic. But nonetheless, I was so adamant about doing this. Why? Because one of my friends wanted all the Xbox One games. I have all the Xbox One games, but I don't play Call of Duty Ghost, and I beat Need for Speed Rivals. So he wanted those games. I gave them to him. He gave me $60.
Power Rangers.
This is how obsessed I am with Power Rangers. Okay, if you didn't get this before, this is how I'm now. You would probably understand. So Yeah. So I literally was looking up car rentals for a day, and I was going to do all of that, but a lot of people kind of, brought me back to reality, and saying all that you know you're going to spend more money driving up there, and you're not thinking, what if the Toys R Us is at Portland don't have it? How about you call them first? All that stuff. So, long story short, uh, I still ordered it though.
You ordered it,
Yes, but
but you didn't drive to
no,
Portland.
I did not drive to
Okay.
Portland. I ordered it, and it's coming.
Nice.
But
you don't even really need to go anywhere nowadays.
No, I didn't.
Let alone.
But that was my mindset. Okay.
But at least you would have had a road trip to Portland
By
to
myself.
accompany that.
Yes, by myself.
Yeah.
For one day, just to get something that I could literally order online.
True.
And get free shipping. But I still paid a little more because of the stupid sales tax.
Oh well.
But I also called a whole bunch of stores here, which I'm gonna go check later just to make sure. They said that they didn't have it, and a lot of other people have already have asked as well. So that is my obsession.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, that's one of my obsessions. Probably that's why I'm single still.
Have you had anybody send you a Power Ranger memorabilia or anything like
No,
that?
but when I was in middle school and we had a birthday for someone, and the cupcakes had Power Ranger rings, like the picture of the Power Ranger rings on there. I went to use the bathroom, right? I got the Red Ranger, totally happy, right? Went to the bathroom, came back. All of the Power Rangers were on my desk because everyone was like, "That man is obsessed with Power Rangers.
Wow.
Oh, let's give him the rings."
Where are those friends now?
They all have kids, or they all have successful careers.
They all probably have kids who used to be in the Power Rangers. You should tell them to set that stuff aside.
No, they
No?
were more football, theater.
They were cool.
Yeah, they were cool people. I was never really cool in high school.
Yeah.
Here's how cool I was. I wore a fedora, had bleached blonde hair out to here, wore my dad's old leather vest, brown leather, that had like nickel plated buffalo coins as the buttons. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
And just any comic book shirt ever.
Nice.
That's how cool I was.
I was a nerd who I really did think I was cool in high school.
Oh no, I thought I was.
It wasn't until after high school that I looked back and was like, holy crap, like I really thought it was cool.
Oh,
that's kind of embarrassing now.
Do you ever think when you saw a style of one guy wearing, like I saw a style of a guy wearing sweats and like just like a tight shirt and a beanie that looks like this nowadays, that I could totally pull that off. It's comfortable, and I could totally make that my own style too. And so you try to do that, and you look in the mirror, and you're just like, "What the fuck was I thinking?"
I wore goggles. I used to wear goggles. I lived in San Antonio, so there's really no need for goggles anywhere in the state. But I used to wear goggles in high school. They were tinted red because I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I wore a beanie literally like this, and thought I was a badass.
Yeah, you gotta cover your eyes.
Did not think that it would take a hipster to show me that I could push the beanie back this way.
Yeah.
And make it look like this.
Twice as cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a little of me.
And me.
We can probably go more into us in each episode.
Yeah.
But
social security numbers.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Which, if you're trying to steal stuff from us, we don't really have a lot.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, because it's not. Anyways, okay. Well, thank you for joining us and
I am
watching this. And are
not
we
done, but
progress?
I've got progress. Let
Shows.
me
Shows.
get that
Okay.
there. Just
Okay. Hang on. We're just gonna do some progress.
okay.
Okay.
That's a sword, right?
Yeah. That looks like a progressive
It will be a
story.
sword.
Yes.
All right. So this is Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Wait, let's see. Back
There you
up.
go. Look at that. That's pretty amazing.
Nice.
I like that helmet right there.
Thank you. It used to be in his hand, but
Right.
then I realized that Robin picture I did.
Right.
What's his name?
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd looked exactly the same way.
Right.
So I didn't want to follow that and have
Right.
this one right next to it. So.
Right. So, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting through this. Go to that website right there.
Yes.
For all your scattered comic book needs. Please visit our page at tumblr.com/coffeeandcomics. We're going to put those pictures up there.
Yeah.
Please visit this guy's Facebook page. Please visit my Facebook page. Facebook.com/shortnerdyguy. Go to YouTube. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel.
Yeah.
Short Nerdy Guy, YouTube.shortnerdyguy.com. Also, please read more comic books because it will enhance.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, it enhances your imaginations.
Your smartness.
Yes, total
Makes
smartness.
You smarter.
Total smartness. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And have a good day, guys.
Later.